All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of everything, but we're also going to talk a little bit about the dangers of not knowing much about what you're actually selling. Because we did make a mistake. We listed something as not working because we didn't know how to work it and found out later it actually was working. We'll tell you what that was and kind of the story on that as we get going here, but as usual, we do have some things that need to go out. What was the first few things that sold this weekend?
We sold an Ertl. It's the very last one that I have. It's the Ertl Farm and Country cattle shed with the cows, but it's not complete.
Yeah, so we got a big old bag of parts is what we got. And those are really noisy, so I'm going to put it down. But you've seen us sell these many times, the Ertl sets. And I know we've said it before, this isn't complete. And even if they're not complete or some of the panels or some of the pieces are broken, it really doesn't seem to matter.
It doesn't.
They still sell.
They do.
What'd that sell for?
$40 plus shipping. Okay, the next thing that sold was football cards. He ordered 3 of each one of our individual packs. So he ordered 3 of the jumbo 1988 Topps football cards and 3 of the, I don't know, 30 count smaller pack.
Who's this mystery he?
I don't know.
Well, you just said he ordered.
Okay, so
Someone
they
ordered.
I don't know if it was a guy or girl.
What's your pronoun? You said they now. Like we're just going through them. So yes, 6 things of football cards, some of the jumbo packs, some of the regular packs, and no bubble gum. Yes, bubble gum.
I didn't know the jumbo packs don't have bubble gum.
They don't, and they have more cards and they have no bubble gum, so much better deal for your money.
Sure.
So what'd that whole stack sell for?
$77.97 plus shipping.
Not far off. You could have bought a whole box of these. All right, so one of the things we want to talk about in this video was we went to 3 different like community, small city, they're more community-wide because they're very small towns, citywide sales this weekend.
Yes.
We hopped around, was it Wednesday and Thursday?
Wednesday, Thursday.
And a little bit Saturday.
And a little bit Saturday. Yes, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Yep. And they weren't great.
They weren't great.
No, they weren't.
So the one we went to Wednesday, we didn't really plan on it. I just kind of surprised him and said, hey, let's go garage sailing.
I don't know if you've ever had that. If you pick with a partner and one of you wakes up in the morning thinking your day is going to be one way and the other changes by saying, oh, by the way, we're going to go drive around to garage sales all day. That throws your whole day off, especially when they don't say that until, what was it, 10:30?
It was 9:30. We were there by 10 o'clock.
We didn't start garage sales till after 10.
Was it that late?
It was that late. That's why, like, rolling up to start a citywide garage sale after 10 a.m. just felt so wrong. I was so off that day. And they weren't
great.
No, they weren't great. Like, we had to work. I mean, we worked for our money that day.
We did. So we went to Crooks, which is about 40 minutes from us on Wednesday. Yep. Thursday, we ended up going to Harrisburg, which is the town that we used to live in. And that one just kind of sucked in general just because we went. We
got there in plenty of time, but our day messed up our garage sale day that day.
My day.
That's a lot of day.
Garage sale.
Teresa had a doctor's appointment that day.
I did.
That she scheduled quite a while back because we know we're always in town garage selling on Thursdays.
Yep.
So she scheduled Thursday, which is when we're garage selling in the main town where the doctor is. That usually doesn't take us out of our path. Like, it's right in the middle of all the garage sales. We just buzz in, do the appointment, buzz back out. We never really notice it.
You make me sound like I'm dying, like I got lots of doctor's appointments.
It's not lots, but it usually doesn't interfere with our day much.
No, it doesn't.
We were at a different city this time.
It's not a city. It's a suburb of the big town.
Siri's being loud over here.
Oh, was that what that was? Oh.
So we were at a completely different town, and we had to stop. We got there at 7.
Yep.
Before the garage sales were open. They were pretty strict about not opening, apparently, because there wasn't anything open till 8:30, 9 o'clock. Before
8.
The first ones really started opening.
Yeah, 8, roughly.
We hit a few, and then we had to buzz out of town to go to the doctor's appointment. Buzzed back. It was about 10 then. And we, again, had to work for everything we found.
did.
Like, there was no great garage sales where you just knock it out of the park. Like,
No, we usually have at least,
Yeah.
well, we don't, I won't say we always have a garage sale that we knock it out of the park, but we always find something good.
there's usually at least one garage sale where you buy 7, 8, 9 things. Mm-hmm. Like a good garage sale. I don't think we bought more than one thing at most of the garage sales we went to, and a lot of them we didn't buy anything.
I agree. We
I
did.
mean, it was just, you really had to dig to pull out a diamond in the rough.
Yep, and the one on Thursday, there were like 67 sales, and it did not feel like 67 sales.
And we didn't fill the car.
No, we didn't even fill the trunk.
67 sales, and we did not even fill the car of a small car.
Yep.
Like, it was not, it was horrible. So garage selling was rough. So it's not just sales that are kind of slow in May. The garage sales kind of started to really stink for us this past weekend.
Yeah, and then on Saturday, I blew Corey's plans out of the water as well, so.
And Teresa, I guess looking at it now, you are kind of the weakest link in this team this weekend.
I'm not.
Because
I bought the good stuff.
she definitely derailed our garage sales Saturday too.
Well, but Saturday, my, how do you say that?
I had to push her out the door to get her going Saturday. She started really late. I had to bug her.
But my brain thought behind that, because I used my brain, was we had planned Saturday
I
night.
think that's what you were using.
Yes, it was. We had planned Saturday night to go to a dinner theater with most of my siblings.
Yep.
It's a place that I worked at all through high school. Some of my siblings did as well. But we had to go to that, and that wasn't until 5 o'clock. So if we got up and went garage sailing and we're in town by 8 o'clock, and all the garage sales die off at noon, what do we do for 5 hours?
I would have figured something out. If you start garage selling at noon, you've already missed a lot.
We did. We garage sailed at noon.
Yep, we started garage selling at noon. And here's what made it worse. We garage sold at noon. We had about an hour left. Mm-hmm. And Teresa blew her pants out.
You're not supposed to tell them.
So
I did. No, it wasn't an hour left. It was a half hour before we had to go.
It was bad enough that we had to actually stop and figure out. We were in a small little town of like, I don't know, 400 or 500 people. It's a small town.
No, there's actually more than that in Canton, I think.
It's not much. It's under 1,000, I would say, for sure.
I don't know.
There's no department stores. There's no Walmarts.
There's no thrift stores that were open on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock either.
And we're going to a dinner theater in a half an hour. So we have to figure out how to cover Graham's behind.
But we did. So they have a dollar. So they have a Dollar General, which is
everybody's got a Dollar.
I think it's Dollar General. Every small town around us in South Dakota has a Dollar General.
Yeah,
that's like their substitute for.
If you have an elected mayor, you automatically get a Dollar General.
Yep. We even have one here.
Yeah.
But I went into Dollar General. I knew that they don't sell a whole lot of clothes, but I knew, which is my worst fear, I knew they sold spandex.
Oh, she was not happy going into that.
I was not.
She's a blue jeans girl.
I don't wear spandex in public. I'm sorry, this is going to be TMI. I don't need everybody to see what's going on down there.
It ended up not being that bad. They weren't really spandex.
No, the ones
they were more like slacks is what she found.
The ones I bought were like yoga pants, and so they were baggier.
Kinda.
They did have like cinched in ankles.
Yeah, they were loose though. They weren't like skin tight. They were more like dress slacks.
I still was not comfortable.
She didn't like it, but considering our options, it was that or like a Walmart bag with some duct tape. Like, we didn't have a lot of options.
So, lesson learned for my garage sales. I will, because I got thighs that rub together, as my sister said, but she wouldn't comment. We got thighs that rub together enough that we could probably make a fire.
Yeah, or just rip the heck out of your pants.
So, I need to start taking an extra pair of pants.
Kit.
Emergency outfit.
There you go. And it didn't get a lot better from there. We actually ended up going to this dinner theater, which the theater part was pretty good. We got to watch.
The play was fun. Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. The play was pretty good. I didn't mind the play.
No, the play was good.
The dinner part of the dinner theater was...
The soup, the salad, the main entree were questionable.
They weren't questionable. They were horrible.
Mine wasn't bad.
They tried to kill us.
Mine wasn't bad. I had orange chicken, and it was good. They all ate steak.
So I'll run you through it quick. We go to this fancy dinner theater, and before you get to sit at your table, you have to order your drink at the bar on the way into the place.
Yep.
So I ordered a Coke, which they hand you a can of Coke out of the fridge.
Yep.
So I'm already thinking, okay, this is not as fancy as I thought. I just get a can of Coke, and it cost me like $2.
$2.
Sit down with my can of Coke. The opening part of the meal comes. It's onion soup.
It's French onion soup.
It's French onion soup, which I'm not that worried about that. I'm a fan of French onion soup. But when they bring it, it's this little bowl, and it's got the French onion soup in it, and a piece of wet, soggy bread in the soup with cheese on it. Like they put the bread in the soup.
That's actually how it's supposed to be.
So it was wet bread soup. Who the hell eats wet bread soup? Like you're supposed to get the bread beside it so you could dip it. So we got a bowl of wet bread oniony soup. I was not impressed, but I figured we're having steak. Who cares about the soup?
The second piece
Did you like your soup?
It wasn't bad. I don't normally like soggy stuff, but I don't know. Part of it was still crispy, like the outside was still crispy on mine, and so it wasn't horrible.
No. Look, listen, don't put bread in soup.
Okay. So the next piece was the salad.
Next piece was the salad.
It was not really lettuce. It was primarily spinach
I think
and
it was
green
dandelions.
leaf.
They just got it from outside.
It wasn't. But it had a piece of green pepper, or piece of red pepper on it, which wasn't a big deal.
Those
it had
are
some
good.
cucumbers. I was okay with that. And then they put...
Well, you get a teaspoon of ranch dressing with it. Like, you get a whole plate of
If you
salad.
ordered ranch, because I didn't have ranch. I had French.
Well, you get a teaspoon of French dressing then. So you literally get like a teaspoon of dressing.
And then they had candied pecans on it, which I'm not putting French dressing or ranch dressing for that matter on candied pecans. So I ate all my candied pecans off my salad first.
I was unaware that someone had put nuts in my salad. So I just started eating my salad with my teaspoon of ranch on it and bite into a big bite with candied nuts and ranch dressing and dandelion weeds. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It's a weird mix, but it would be not like, listen, just as a general rule, keep your nuts off the salad. Period. There's no reason they don't belong there.
Oh, they're seeds. Never mind. I was gonna say you
can put sunflower
seeds on it.
Like that's different, but whole pecans is just...
The candied pecans, I will admit, they were really yummy. By themselves, not on the salad.
They should have come off the side. So don't want to be a complainer. The salad was not terrible.
What?
It was just not... It wasn't right, but it wasn't bad.
Okay.
So I opened my horizons there. Fine. Prefer the nuts on the side.
But the bread was good.
The bread was... Yeah, it was like Jim John's bread. Like you could hurt someone with it, but it tastes good.
It did. So then we go on to the main entree.
Mm-hmm. This is where it went off the rails.
Okay, so I was not impressed anyway because one, they had bacon wrapped asparagus. I don't eat asparagus.
I like that.
So he ate that. I ate the bacon.
Which is a good thing they had it because that's about all I could eat.
They also had what they called Spanish style baby red potatoes. I don't know what the red goo was on the potato, but it was not good.
I wish I had a picture to show you. I don't even have one.
Ooh, one of my siblings does.
There you go. So Spanish style potatoes, whatever that. It's like tomato paste on potatoes. It's just not good. No. It didn't taste good. It tasted like one of the Campbell soup cans of tomato paste.
Are we food reviewers now?
we may become a food channel. Hang in. But that wasn't even the worst part. You got a choice between chicken and steak and fish.
Yep.
It was crab stuffed flounder. Everything in that sentence can't be found in South Dakota, so I stayed away from that. Like nothing in that whole sentence could be found here, so I knew it wasn't going to be that fresh. But I just took the steak. I figured it was safe. When that came, I took my first bite of it, and I swear, I've had beef jerky with less salt on it. I couldn't eat it. I literally couldn't eat it. I ended up getting down 3 bites. The third bite I cut off, and I took my fork and I rinsed it in my water glass as good as I could, and I still couldn't eat the thing.
So I was lucky. I was the only one at our table that ordered chicken. Everybody else ordered steak. My one brother, You put something in front of him, he gonna eat it. It don't matter if it tastes like shit.
That thing was actively turning into jerky. Like it was being preserved in front of you. You could see it wrinkle down as it sat there. Actually, the water glass that I rinsed the steak off in, by the end of the night, it had salt crystals all around the inside of the cup. Like it had started to crystallize the water.
Okay, so yes, that food was bad. Then it was the play. And then we got dessert, and let me tell you.
It's hard to mess up dessert.
That dessert.
I think it was store-bought, but either way, it was good.
It was chocolate mousse
Death by
cake.
chocolate mousse cake.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I didn't taste the mousse in it, but the chocolate was good.
It's not mousse, it's chocolate mousse, you dork.
So that was our night after the
That was a
bad...
long part of a story.
Yeah, we may have to cut the... We're not going to talk about reselling for the rest of this. Other than, if you're going to resell food, don't salt it to the point where no one can eat it.
That reminds me of, like, don't they do that with, like, fish? Like, they cake the salt on it to, like...
Yeah, to like, preserve it. Yeah.
Maybe that's how the steak was. They just forgot to wash it off before they cooked it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was horrible, and shame on them for putting that in front of people.
I will tell you, though. We're not going to put out the name of the place we went to because I don't want to shame them because it was a good play and everything. But that food was not that way.
Everybody at that place was an actor, even the chef. He just played one on TV. He could cook shit. So
okay.
All right. That's it. That's it on food.
Yeah, so our garage sale sucked.
Until we talk about it again.
The food sucked, but the play was good.
Yep, that's what we have.
All right. Weren't we talking about doing recaps? That was our recap of section 1.
That was our recap. Hey guys, we are back for another sticker feature, sticker door feature, sticker wall feature. We're back for stickers.
Yep.
So let's go see who we got today. What we got?
We have ABC Matt.
ABC Matt with the giant bug.
You know why that's on there, right?
Why? Because he ate them.
The animals.
Yeah.
He eats the animals. He eats the bugs.
We all eat the animals. So the non-vegan ABC Matt, and he's got another one. There you go. You can scan that QR code there. He's got a channel, and he does picking a lot different than we do. He does picking with a backpack on a bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Matt, Teresa's not watching your channel, buddy. All right, so everybody go check out ABC Matt, and thank you for sending us stickers. Where are we now? Let's see. We need to tell them more about what's sold.
Yes, we do. So the next piece is, you can't see it because they're in a bag because they're covered.
But they're covered with pretty paper. They
are. That is the 1995 ceramic Dayton Hudson. It's a Wonderful Life. It's the Bailey family. Okay.
Well, I don't know if I'll put a picture up or not. I'll try and put a picture up if I remember, but that's what that is. What did that sell for?
$34.99 for 2 little ceramic figures.
Figures, yeah.
Yep. The one has 3 people in it. The other one has 2 little family members in it. Okay, I don't know where this came from.
I do.
Where?
Harvard.
No, it didn't.
Says it did.
Okay, so this is a 2016 plush land 7-inch teddy bear in a Harvard cheerleading outfit. She has a little pom-pom.
Yeah, I don't know if this came in a storage unit or what. I know we didn't buy this. We wouldn't have bought this.
I think I did because it was unique.
Intentionally?
I think I did.
Okay, I retract my former statement.
I think I did.
Teresa's buying stuff that we normally wouldn't buy. What did we learn about it? How much did it sell for?
$15.
Worth it.
Plus shipping.
Now the actual topic of the video. We're going to have to retitle this one and just make it all about food because now the topic is, I don't know.
Halfway through the video already.
Well, if the meal didn't make us salty, this piece of the topic did.
So, in a previous video...
See what I did there?
Yeah. In a previous video, we had discussed that Corey had picked up a box, a little pencil box that had Game Boy and Game Boy games in it.
We did good on, we're already profitable on
We did. So he paid $5 for the whole thing. Yep. We've sold 2 of the games already. We did just sell the Pokemon game, and that one shipped out, and that sold for $89.99.
Yep.
Plus shipping, I think. And so then we listed everything. We
figured the Game Boy, the console itself, was just extra. And it didn't matter what we listed at because we were just going to list it for parts.
Yep. Part of the reason so this is the notorious Game Boy. We were listing it as parts only because it's missing
a screen
this.
Protector.
And when I turned it on, I put batteries in it. It turned on, but the screen was super, super dark. Like
you could hear the game playing, you just couldn't see anything on the screen.
Unless you tilted it just right, then you could see it.
Or put it under a light booth, then you could kind of see it.
Yep, then you could see it.
So we just listed it as the screen was broken. The backlight was bad. I think we even talked about it in one of our videos.
We did.
And the truth of that matter is we simply didn't know anything about the Game Boy, and we're not smart people.
No, so somebody on our last video, Brandy, commented, and she said, is it still that way if you adjust the contrast? Say what? But that wasn't the first. She was the first person, but then shortly after that, we got a message from somebody saying, what did they say? So they asked a question about it. Does the screen work?
They asked kind of the same thing. Does the screen work if you adjust the contrast wheel?
Yep.
To which we both were like, what are you talking? Contrast wheel. Like we didn't know it had one.
So
we never thought to try it.
I came out. And I'll give you both pictures so you can put them up side by side. Because I did take a picture when I listed this. But then when I came back out and did my testing, I took a picture of the screen as well. So we could put them up there to see side by side. If you would, please, sir.
So it does work.
It does work. So on the side of these fancy little things, there's a volume button on one side.
Volume wheel.
Yep, volume wheel. Yep. And on the other side, it says contrast. And you can adjust it. Yep. So
who knew?
I came out and I adjusted it. And lo and behold, I had to stick a video game in it. So I'm glad we still had a video game.
So that was just, I mean, I know that has probably happened on other stuff. If you sell stuff you know nothing about, literally nothing about, sometimes you're going to make goofs like that where you list something as parts only, or I don't know if it works because you really don't.
I'm going to take full credit for this one because I was the one that tested it.
Yeah, that would have never happened to me.
You lying ass.
It totally would have.
I tested it. I listed it. I took pictures of it. But I also rectified the situation by coming out and retesting it. But the good thing about it is where I listed it, because it's missing this front center screen cover, I was still doing okay where I listed it. Because I did list it a little high, but now I'm going to go in and modify my listing just to say that it does work. The screen works. It's just missing this front piece.
Yeah. So that was our big goof, is just listing something as parts only because we really had no idea how to run the thing.
So I can change it from parts only to working. Just
pre-owned, yeah. All right, it's getting to be kind of a long video. Let's look at what's sold next.
The next item I'm so excited about.
He just got listed.
Remember we talked in previous videos, if you've watched previous videos, where I bought $200 worth of Barbie dolls.
Yes, she did.
In the Barbie dolls was also this guy. I thought at first that he was Vogue Jeff. So this is vintage 1950s. He is called Woolworths. I have to emphasize
Woolworth
that.
As in the department store.
Yes, his name is Woolworth Jim. He's the teenage boy doll. Jimmy. But he is the friend or pal of Vogue Jeff.
Jimmy and Jeff. Well, that's Jim. He's really creepy and his eyes close when you tip him over.
And he's in an original outfit.
And how much he sell for?
He sold for $30.
$30.
And shortly after we sold it, we got a message from the lady saying she is so excited to get him.
There you go. She's excited about her creepy doll. All right. Speaking of creepy doll.
Creepy doll? That's Skipper.
She's creepy.
No, she's not.
All Barbies are creepy.
We sold a Mattel Skipper Teen Scene Fashion. It is her red Skipper jumper.
Yep. It says Skipper right on the front. And what does that little piece of cloth go for?
$9.99.
$9.99.
And I'm pretty sure I have 2 of them.
Next big garage sale. We're killing ourselves over here trying to get ready for this. We did the estate sale clean out, buyout. Mm-hmm. We have a trailer full of stuff. We're finding out about 90 to 95% of it is just stuff. It's decent stuff, but we're not going to list it on eBay.
Yeah, it's not eBay worthy.
It either lists for too little amount of money, or the sell-through rate is just non-existent or not good enough to be putting on there and keeping it for 3 years. So we decided, in order to handle what was left over that we weren't going to list, probably the fastest way to get rid of it, rather than just donate it all, is just to have one giant garage sale.
Yep.
And like pretty much everything's going to be $1. We probably won't do everything's $1 because we have some furniture and stuff. But just a massive garage sale where almost everything there is going to be $1.
Yep.
And then just promote it for a week and have an indoor garage sale in our other building.
Yep.
To where it doesn't matter rain or shine, garage sale's on.
Yes.
And that means we're going to have to take a weekend off or at least a Friday, Saturday off from the escape room business. And we're going to have to work our butts off to get ready because we are, like, there's so much to do. We've already got a full day's work over there and we're not.
Well, we've got 2 full days of work. We've gone through stuff.
Yeah, we're not a quarter of the way through that trailer yet.
No.
Not to mention we have to clean that building, take all the stuff we don't want to sell, get it out of the way so people aren't trying to buy my own tools and stuff, and get the building ready for a sale. Like, it's a ton of work.
Yeah, because we moved into that building 4 years ago, and we just plopped stuff down, and that's where it's been sitting for 4 years. Stuff
isn't even unpacked in there in some spots. So we've got just an absolute ton of work to do to get ready for that, and we've only got a few days left to do it. About 4 days left.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
3 days left.
Because you know I'm not giving up Thursday.
No, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, and we're going to have some late nights, and it's going to be a ton of work. But if we can pull it off, we'll try and get some video and show you how that goes. Maybe even set up a GoPro at the garage sale. We'll see how it goes. That's kind of the plan to get rid of the non-eBay stuff. Good news is we paid $600 for the estate sale in total.
Yep.
We got it all home. We have already listed just over $900 worth of stuff.
Yep, with just your stuff and one of my items.
With just, pretty much just my stuff. She's got at least probably close to that much more in draft. And we're only a quarter of the way through the trailer. And we did those in relatively few items.
Yep.
So I think we're going to do very well on the estate sale as a whole. It's just so much work.
It is.
That was a lot of talking.
We may or may not be back after this.
We're going to make it. I know we will. All right. Let's look at what sold next.
We sold NBA. We sold a Panini.
We sold the NBA?
We sold the NBA. Man, we'd be rich. We sold a 2021-2022 Panini NBA basketball sticker and card collector set.
Last summer, we bought a whole box of these. We had NBA, we had NFL, and we had hockey?
No, we had NBA, we had baseball, we had cars.
Oh, yeah, we had the Cars and the Monsters one.
Yes.
Okay, so they're just Panini packs, and we bought a box of them for like $1 a piece. We did really well on some of these.
Yep.
And made all of our money back in just a sale or two.
In just one sale, we made all of our money back.
And these are just a few stragglers. I think this the last one?
I think we have 3 more of those ones left.
So we just got a few of the actual NBA ones.
Yep.
Sold for what?
That one sold for $12.50 free shipping.
There you go. And it started as $1.
Okay, the next item we sold was Bath & Body Works. This was our last one of these. We sold a Bath & Body Works Pleasures Sheer Freesia. I don't even know if that's how you say that.
Freesia?
Freesia.
Like the TV show?
No, Freesia. Freesia.
Freesia. I don't know who Sia is.
Is there an I in there?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I thought maybe I spelled it wrong. But that is the original classic body lotion.
We had 4 of those originally.
Yep.
And we bought those for $3 each, I think?
Yes, $3 each.
Yeah, we spent $3 each on these at an estate sale a few weeks back.
Yep. And one lady, she opened a return for one. Oh, I suppose I should tell you what it sold for, and then I'll tell you the little story. So those sold for $39.99, free shipping.
There you go.
But one lady opened a return for one. She still has yet to return it, and I think it closed itself out.
Yeah, she didn't like the smell of it.
Yep.
Which is fine, other than the fact that it won't be brand new anymore.
Nope.
But Bath & Body Works, especially discontinued Bath & Body Works, used or not, it's still going to sell.
Yes. So, shall we talk about Bath & Body Works?
So I told you we picked that up at the estate sale. We got 4 of those, and we got did. 2 other bottles of types of Bath & Body Works. Same
3.
Freesia, but there's like tubes of different.
Yep, and then we bought the sprays.
Yep. So that's what we got at that estate sale. We went back. They're having the estate sale all over again.
Because the lady had that much stuff.
Because she had that much stuff. And we went back this week, and it's been a few weeks, and we walked in, and they had a bunch more of that stuff sitting there. We had just sold our last bottle going from $3 to $39, and they sold that fast within a few weeks. So immediately we grabbed a basket and we started loading up.
Yep. We filled 2 little baskets that were about this big.
Yeah. And we took it and started taking it out to the hold area by the checkout. And she said, "Did you get it all?" And I said, "I think so." And she said, "Do you want more?" I was like, "Yeah." So she told me to go check under the sink. So we went and opened the sink, and there was another big, like, basket of Bath and Body Works stuff under the sink. We ended up buying $180 worth of Bath and Body Works.
The Bath and Body Works was a majority of it. There are a couple of
Victoria's Secret
sprays or lotions or something in there. So,
but I know I counted these. We got 32 more bottles of that
at $40 a pop. And
they sell at $40 a pop. We actually negotiated if we bought it all, we would pay them half price for it.
Yep, and they had those listed at $3 again, so we paid $1.50
a piece for those, and they're selling at $39.99, and we got 32 of those. Plus, we got at least 50 or 60 other bottles of stuff.
Yep.
Like we have so much. So that's Bath and Body Works. That was it. Yeah. I guess we can't say we didn't have any good times at garage sales this week.
But see, that wasn't a garage sale.
It was just
an estate sale. And that one we went back to just because the only weird thing about it was I've never been to an estate sale that they ask you to take your shoes off. So we walked around the whole house in our socks.
Well, the first time we went, we put on booties.
Yep.
They gave you booties that like the plumbers and stuff put on when they come in your house.
Yep.
The second time, the booties weren't going to fit. They were small, and they just asked you to take your shoes off, and so we did that.
At least the one guy that was the greeter guy told me he wouldn't sell my shoes.
Yeah, they had like a Walmart greeter at the estate sale, which was kind of cool.
He was nice.
He was a very nice guy. But we only bought Bath and Body Works at that whole sale last time because they were so overpriced.
Yep.
And it's all like Swarovski, whatever.
Swarovski,
the like Russian crystal. I don't know. Sounds Russian, right? Or ski. It could be Polish.
They had a whole bunch of Swarovski crystal, Waterford crystal. I don't know. Where's Rome? Never mind. But yeah, they had a whole bunch of crystals. So we actually went on 25% off day.
And they don't discount the crystal. Like they're going to have that crystal forever.
Yep. And I think whatever sold for the lady, because it was a living estate sale.
Yep.
So the lady hadn't died and it wasn't her family. She was actually there the first time we went.
Yeah, I think she's just moving and selling the property or something.
Yep.
But they're...
Yep.
But she wasn't willing to let the collection go. I mean, I think she was willing to have it go on sale, but it was even higher, like half again higher than eBay prices. Yep. Like she wanted a premium for it or she wasn't selling it, which was fine.
Which they did. I did notice, though, they had a whole lot of precious moments there the first time we went. And that was like... Somebody bought a whole lot of that because it was down to a limited amount this time.
More power to them.
Yeah. Unless it's the original, I think 10 or 11.
Yeah.
They're not really.
I wouldn't want to deal with it. We have sold a ton of the Enesco stuff.
Yep.
So I mean, we're familiar with it.
Enesco is.
Yeah. So we've sold a ton of that stuff, and it will sell, but it takes a while. Mm-hmm. So
don't pass by Bath and Body Works. We have actually done really well with it.
We have.
So if you see them, not all Bath and Body Works are alike, but if they're 50 cents, I will usually pick them up. If they're $1, I'll usually pick them up. No questions asked.
If they're more than $3-4, we always look them up.
Yep.
And usually it's not very often. Sometimes it's about sometimes they're not worth it at $3 to $5.
Nope.
Most of the times, if it's an older one, if it's not something brand new that you can just go down and buy at Target or whatever, then they're pretty decent.
Why you assume they're shopping at Target?
Because they bougie.
Okay, let's talk about the last few things that we sold this week. We sold some vintage West Bend Color Glow aluminum tumblers. There are 5 of them, different colors.
Did you ever have those?
Yes, we did. We had them at the cabin.
Yep. There's nothing better than getting a cold glass of Kool-Aid in that and then watching it sweat on the outside because they do like immediately. Like it just says summer. So what'd those go for?
$19.99.
And you're welcome for the memories. They stick together good too.
They do.
All right.
Okay, the last thing we sold, this is to a repeat buyer.
Yep.
They didn't go for much, but we've had them for a while. we talked about them in the last video because I think we sold the king and whatever ones.
Yeah, these are those wooden blockhead ones.
Yep, they're called Playtown Learning Curve wooden toys, and we sold the family with the baby.
We had these. Now, I would say always watch out for wooden toys because we're finding out those are kind of expensive toddler toys, the wooden toys. But we had these for a while.
We did.
Like, we sat on these for quite some time before
but
they
then
finally
just
sold.
magically, the last couple of weeks, we sold 3
Just
packs
cleaned
of them.
out.
So
Yep. So what'd those guys sell for?
they sold for a whopping $8.
$8. So not all wooden toys are created equal.
No, they're not.
All right, is that it?
That is it.
That's it. So what are the lessons for today?
Always check all buttons on everything electric that you touch.
Yep. Don't come to South Dakota and expect dinner theater to be stellar. Apparently we are not that cultured here.
No, but the one piece of it is I never worried about it because with the dinner theater because you can go volunteer there and you get to eat and watch the play for free. You get to what? What did I say?
To eat and watch the play for
Oh,
free.
I thought I said something about a meal. Yeah, you get to eat and you get to watch
Why
play
does
for
that
free.
matter if you eat one meal and it kills you?
It's not, like I said, back in the day.
If I would have ate that whole steak, I would be in the ER. I'm telling you. Like, it would be like eating an entire salt lick for a cow. It had so... There's no way.
Okay. We can't discuss the meal no more. This is not the food channel.
Okay, so go easy on the salt. That's the theory.
Go easy on the salt. Plan better on garage sales, like having your own garage sale. Don't do it in a week.
Yeah.
And always take a look at Bath & Body Works.
That's it. We'll see you guys next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.